All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Yellow. There's a wall there, right?
65.
And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
52. I said it. Let's go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run. Watch run.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Attack!
Right there, right.
Hey, Ribley!
Block the pass. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
They will run with Grant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 15, check 15.
15.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Yellow. On the line. Yellow.
Mike 54. Mike exit.
We ain't giving up nothing to check.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
4-yard line.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Not today, Mark. Not today.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I got you. I got it.
Hey, let's go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Mike's 54. Delta. 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. And let's get there.
43.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. Barcelona. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, 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 hey.
Motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Let's go.
On second down, here's Henry pushing through the contact.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Down. 70. Indy.
Mike, 54. Gotta do better.
Now.
Come on, QB, come on. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Mike, 5-4.
Fight.
On third down, Henry. He stiff-arms him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yellow.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the 31, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. It's a
I don't listen.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
15.
Mike 54. Hey, check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
It's out time.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
57 colors.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming this way. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Washington. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
Hey, Wood. Keep grip.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. It'll buy some time right. And it's complete. Henry. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw is Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Yep.
Mike 54.
Take go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Shreds the tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Switch.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check. Hey, look through the leg. Spons. No. Watch out. Show it up.
Yellow.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
55. Hey, keep it up.
Yellow. Let's go.
Switch. Big air.
Hey, 15.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check 4.
Say 43.
Check 99. General. West.
Hey, Sunday.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check.
Hey, 43, 15.
You got time right there.
Here's Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Box trap. Watch my board. Hip. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Watch the draw. Watch the draw. Watch the safety creep.
15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Attack!
Check 25.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Touchdown, defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gates with a grab. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
15.
Check 3. Check 26.
Hey, here we go. Finish the game.
Check 37.
Hey, dribble it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, 57.
Now a give right side. Grant. And he stopped immediately there. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yellow. 180.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I'm going to hit you.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Get it.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Henry. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll run it again with Henry. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, this tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Ready.
On 1st down, Evans. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check. Kill.
Speed grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. To throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Pringle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out.
I'm coming after you. Yellow. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Too little, Jack. Mike, 55. Eat.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Tennessee, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.